So apparently he has come down with this 24-hour bug, or the lunch we had downtown Manchester.
Well, you're still walking, right? So it can't be that.
So we're going to have some fun. Dick and I have been in this position a couple of times, and we have muddled our way through a variety of snowstorms and delayed flights and things of that nature. So we're going to have a little bit of fun and talk a little bit about why we're here, and see if we can get centered and get going in the right direction. So why don't we start by taking care of just a wee bit of housekeeping for everybody, and that is simply that we are here, so to speak, for our first session tonight, and we'll knock off whenever we'd like, maybe 8:30, maybe 8:45, whenever we run out of steam. We'll take a 15-minute break, and we'll reconvene in the meeting room over at the house. Okay? If you do not have your tickets and things of that nature for breakfast, Dick has been kind of keeping court in the house, so see him at the table and make sure you have your tickets for all the meals tomorrow and so on and so forth. Breakfast tomorrow is from 7:30 to 8:30. We cook our own breakfast, so we need a couple of volunteers to help Ron with cooking and with cleanup. So see Ron during the break, and we'll get organized. If you need to buy tickets for tomorrow's meals, see Ron, and he'll make sure you get tickets for tomorrow's meals. We try to do 3 hours of sessions on Friday night, 3 hours on Saturday morning, 3 hours Saturday afternoon, 3 hours Saturday night, and then a couple of hours on Sunday morning. That may change a little bit depending upon Jerry's health and what we do and how we feel and where we're all going. Anything you have to add?
Not that I can think of.
Anybody?
Yeah, I got a couple of things. Folks, that we have to do. If the fire, we are in a fire hall. It's a volunteer fire department. If the fire siren does ring, don't panic. What I need you to do is fold your chair, move it to the side, and exit out the door, because the firemen will be coming and they have to come in that door, go in here and get their gear, and then out here to get their trucks. So if you go outside and stay to this side of the fire hall, we'll be in good shape. We haven't had that happen since we've been here, but we need to do that. At night when we leave here, we need to make a clear aisle from that doorway to there. So if you would fold your chairs up and take them back and lean them against that wall, again, so they can get in and come out through here. And pick up after yourselves. Don't leave things laying on the floor. There's garbage receptacles in the kitchen. On the way to the restrooms, there's coffee, some brownies that Deb made. Restrooms are right back straight through this door. This overhead passageway here. And then there's oranges and bananas and things out in the kitchen area here. And coffee's been made. There's decaf and there's regular coffee out there. And there's a cooler sitting on the floor that has bottled water in it if you want it. Any questions?
Let me just encourage everybody to get up and go get a cup of coffee or get something to eat whenever you feel like it. Otherwise, the stuff back there will never get eaten. I know it's a little bit of a crowded room there.
We also need a coffee maker for making coffee over here before the session. There's a bun coffee maker out there. If you make 2 full pots and a pot of decaf, it usually sets us in pretty good shape to get people what they need. So we'll need a volunteer for that. Thank you, sir. If you see me one of the breaks or tomorrow morning, I'll show you how to set things up. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Why don't we take a couple of minutes, a moment of silence, get centered. like to join me in the serenity prayer? God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Let me tell you a little bit about how and why I came to be here, and Dickie will share a little bit about his journey to this room, and then maybe we'll hear a little bit from you guys about why we're up here this weekend and what we hope to accomplish, and where everybody's at and where everybody's from. An awful lot of you in this room have probably heard me speak, probably heard Dickie speak, probably heard a bit of our stories, but I arrived in the halls of the Fellowship of Alcoholics Anonymous a long time ago, in 1983. And recovery, so to speak, eluded me because I attended the Fellowship of Alcoholics Anonymous for a long time. And I attended meetings, and I sat in the back of the meetings, and I watched you guys and looked at you guys and judged you guys. I didn't understand what it was beyond the fellowship of walking into to a meeting and seeing people who were like you. I didn't understand, and I never understood in 7 or 8 years of Alcoholics Anonymous that there was something more to being at Alcoholics Anonymous. And I didn't understand that I was missing something. And as the years progressed and as my untreated alcoholism progressed through years of sobriety, what wound up happening was I got sicker and sicker and sicker in sobriety. And as the years passed, my fear and my anxiety and my resentment grew and grew and grew. And my dissatisfaction with the world, with Alcoholics Anonymous, with my wife, with my kids, with my job, became incredibly intolerable. And in 1994, I stumbled into a room. I got dragged by a guy named Richie Fielder. And I stumbled into a room, and this guy and Dana and Jerry and a few others were in that room. And I don't know why on that particular day I heard a message of depth and weight, but I heard a guy reading this book and talking about the solution and talking about recovery from alcoholism and talking about becoming recovered and talking about having a spiritual awakening as the result of these steps. And these were words I had never heard. This was a story I had never heard. And the man had a grace about him that I had never seen in another human being, other than an occasional religious person. And I wanted what he had. For the first time in my life, I felt a sense of power and serenity and a calmness about him and a grace about him that I had never seen before. And I walked down this path with Jerry and with Dick and with Dana and with a few others of you, and it's been an incredible journey. And as you all know, it's been years of doing the work that we do in Framingham and Weymouth and Franklin and Westboro and all the different places that this recovery has brought us. Maybe 13 years ago, we started coming up here as a group in January. The house was empty in January, and at that particular point in time, they were having a difficult time surviving. So we decided as a group, we'll come up here. We'll come up here on a weekend and bring all of our members up here and try to support the house. And that became a yearly tradition. And it moved from just being a get-together up here over this weekend into becoming a workshop and becoming someplace where we bring Jerry to talk to all of you. And all of you went from 30 to 45 to 55 to 75 to 85, and here we are with 88 registrants today. So let me ask Dickie to share a couple of words.
Thanks, Malcolm. Hi, I'm Dick, and I'm a real alcoholic. It's great to be here. I look forward to this event every year, mostly today for fellowship. You know, I've heard Elkins talk a lot over the last 18 years, and his story, you know, after a while you hear it again. And I never grow tired of that. But what I do love about this meeting is the time, first of all, that it is. You know, it's in midwinter. It's when everybody's kind of running out of gas a little bit. And it's just, no pun intended. Quite literally sometimes. Anyways, I digress.
For those of you who don't know, Dickie ran out of gas in his brand new FX35 on the way up here last year.
Who was in the car with him?
So I look forward to this. And, you know, I think one of the neat stories to tell about this, if you're new and this is the first time you've been here, is, you know, Malcolm alluded a little bit to go back. You know, when we started with Jerry, for me that was about 18 years ago, and my story is much the same. I won't drag you through it, but I suffered from the disease of alcoholism. Came into the halls of AA, was in AA almost 3 years, and almost died in sobriety. I was doing everything I was told at meetings. And slowly but surely, that stopped working for me. That depression and anxiety got to a point where it was literally untenable. And, you know, suicide to me had looked like an option when I first got sober, and it really came much stronger the second time around. And everything had pretty much stopped working. And, you know, God puts things in our lives in the nick of time. I really believe that, and that's what happened. And I met Jerry through Gene Fahey, who was another brother in the journey here, and who was with us. There was 7 or 8 of us initially. I'm a real alcoholic, and by that I mean that when you take alcohol away from me, I get worse, not better. See, I honestly believe today that there's people that are in AA meetings that aren't alcoholics. And this is just my own personal opinion. But I think what happens is they can get away maybe with not drinking and drinking some coffee and chewing the fat with people, and that works for them. It didn't work for me. I got worse. Without alcohol, I got worse because alcohol was the solution to my problem. My problem was right from the get-go. And so I got to that 3rd year or whatever, and Jerry showed up right in the nick of time. He happened to come here from Denver, Colorado. He was working for the FDIC. I met him at a meeting along with some of Dana and some of the hi Kevin, some of the others, and he said to me, he said, Dickie, he said, he could see it in my face that life wasn't working. And he said, Dickie, he said, you know, I've got a way you can be okay. And that got my attention. It really did. Because I was suffering, and I was about to die. I really believe that today. To me, pulling in the garage and putting the power door down and starting the engine up seemed like a good idea. And so he said, well, if you come on this journey with us and do what we do, we'll see what happens. So part of this deal tonight, I really believe is you know, can you ask yourself, and we're gonna go around in a bit and let you give a 30-second or minute just check in, but maybe ask yourself, hey, why am I here this weekend? What am I here for? And you know that's the first question, and then the second question is if I'm here, can I have a new experience? And that new experience is what Jerry talked to me about. He said, Dick, he said, you know, can you put aside everything that you think you know for this night that we're together, And can you have a new experience? He suggested maybe that I didn't know how to live my life. And nobody had really challenged that before. See, I had read all the things on the wall, all the steps, and I had done the mental checklist, well, I think step one, admitted I'm powerless and that my life's unmanageable, did that. And step two, I'm insane. I knew that. There was no question about that. But this guy was saying to me, all right, can I put all that aside, all that experience that I thought that I had, and have this experience and have a new experience? So I would challenge you guys this weekend maybe to ask yourself that question. You may think you got it all under wraps, or maybe you don't. Maybe the wheels are coming off. I hope so, because if they are, this is the right place.
You're in the right place.
So maybe give that some thought, and maybe in your meditation, if you do that, or just in your own thoughts. Can something happen here that might make it different for me if I have an open enough mind to see it and hear it? In the book, they talk about contempt prior to investigation. So, contempt means, I already have a predetermined thought or idea about something, and I've already got it done. So, what are you dragging in here this weekend? And then, can you open up your mind to say, all right, maybe we're going to have a different idea. And so that's what happened with us in about a 9-month period or so, and it was great. And one of the greatest things about it was that we had a fellowship of people, and we became brothers, literally walking side by side. See, that's another thing I see today, to editorialize a little more. I see a lot of people that are out there in recovery, and they're walking alone. They don't really have that connection to somebody. They may have it in a meeting. They may say, hi Joe, hi, get a cup of coffee and shoot the breeze. But when they leave, they're disconnected again. And this is really a disease about that disconnection. It's a disease about being separate. It's a disease about being different. We all feel like we're different, and we all feel like, well, I'm Dick, and I'm an alcoholic, and I'm adopted, and I suffer from separation anxiety because I'm adopted. That's what they told me. But can it be different? Can we get connected? And that's what this weekend hopefully will do for you guys. See, this little group here is probably comprised of close to 20 different AA groups, individuals from different places, and people that we picked up along the way. And it becomes a brotherhood and a sisterhood. And hopefully it'll make you want to come back year after year to see the people that you don't see all the time. And, I see a lot of you, but, we've got a Framingham Wednesday night meeting. We've got a Franklin Thursday night meeting, a Tuesday night meeting in Westboro. And when we came here, when Jerry came here, rather, we didn't have any big book meetings. We had the 7 of us in his living room and doing this thing. And then the next iteration, I don't know, there was probably 15 or 20. And I remember he bought a house down in Cumberland, Rhode Island by 1990, probably 1995. He had about 60 people in his living room on Monday nights. We used to make a potluck before the meeting when we started out, and as it got bigger, Dana and I were the cooks and whatnot, and it got bigger and bigger, and finally we couldn't do it anymore. It was like a catering event trying to get everything fed. So this is powerful. It really is. It's powerful, and it's God at work, because God is people, and I love so many of you. It's just what a gift to have recovery like this. I'll tell you what, kids, not many people have it. Not many people have it. If you're sitting in this room, you are truly blessed. Whether you know it or not, or realize it or not, you really are truly blessed. I look around 2 weeks ago, I went to a funeral for friends of friends who my daughter went to, who's here, Jessie's here. She went to high school with this girl, 34 years old. Her parents went in the room and found her with a needle hanging out of her arm, dead. I look at this disease, and the longer I do this, the more perplexed I am about what this disease is. It's staggering. It's staggering to see what this does. And it's staggering to see how many people it touches both directly and indirectly. And so, we are really, really blessed to be here. And if you may be sitting there thinking, what's he smoking? Because I don't feel very blessed at all. Or, somebody said to me, I'm grateful I'm an alcoholic. I couldn't chew that one off for a long, long time. Right, Danny? But yeah, I am grateful. So hopefully that's what we're going to do a little bit of this weekend. And, for those of you that have been here before, the challenge still exists, because for me it is, it's can I have a different experience than I had before? I never get tired of this. I work with people a fair amount. We've got a beautiful group on Monday night, 7 or 8 guys that are most of whom are here, and I hadn't done that in a while. I've worked mostly one-on-one with people, and we did the first group a year ago, and there were 4 guys, and then they said, can we do it again? And I said, only if you bring somebody. And sure enough, it grew, And this experience is completely different from the last experience, because we have Warren there. That's why. Warren graces our meeting. And, but that's what this is. So today, or this weekend, may be a different experience. I know it will be, than last time for me. And so maybe we'll take a few minutes if you think it's okay, Mel.
Yeah, let me just add to that just a little bit, in saying that every year I come up here and I have much the same thoughts that Dickie has. It is I'm kind of the common thread through all of these groups and all of you, and I just about know almost every one of you, and it is awesome to have that connection with all of you, and to watch all of you grow and change, and to watch the iteration of, as Dickie said, this group change from year to year. This year we have 30 or 40 people that have been with us for a number of years and a number of times, and we have 30 or 40 people that are brand new to this weekend experience. And
would you just take a minute just explain, because there's so many here, how the Al-Anon is doing this?
Good idea.
Yes, and we probably.
Debbie.
Come on, Deb.
Come on, Debbie.
Let's go down.
Want to see a little dancing song? Represent, girl, represent.
Debbie's going to share a couple of words about how the Al-Anons came to join us and how they became involved with our group, because there are probably a dozen in the room.
Don't hit him.
You want the real version, or?
As you see it.
And that's it in a nutshell.
The truth, okay.
That's all she answers.
The truth is, Jerry was in the process of moving, and Dick came home and announced that the meeting was going to be at our house.
Unleash this, didn't you?
And I said, well, that's great. And he said, but you have to be prepared. There's like 25 or 30 people who are going to come in and take over your kitchen and the house. And I said, that's still okay. And I said, because I'm going to sit in on the meetings. And he went, oh, you can't do that. And I said, watch me. And I said, I know how to get around this. I called Jerry's wife, Gail, and I said, hey, Gail, want to go into that meeting? I said, you've been listening to what's been going on for years down upstairs in your house. She goes, yeah. I said, okay, we're in. We're in. And, well, we weren't quite in, but we pushed our way in. And Dana kept saying, boy, they have something to add to this meeting, a little different, another side to the whole thing. And because what we were seeing were they were getting better, and we wanted some of what we were seeing. And so the group voted and let us participate. You know, it's not your normal AA or Al-Anon. it's not, we're all a family, whether we're the family members or whether we're the alcoholic addict. And I think that was the great part about that. And I went through the process, and I got better. And then I got to help some other people who got better. And Annie has gotten better, and she's helped other people. And so it's kind of just continued to grow. And on Tuesday nights, there's a Al-Anon Big Book meeting. It's not going to be in your Al-Anon books because we're not a conference-approved meeting, because we use the Big Book, and they do exactly what the guys do in the other meeting. And on Thursday night, the same thing. We do that. It originally started there, and it's been great. I've got to see lots of people get better, and I've got to see families get better, from both sides. And it's just a wonderful thing. So thank you.
Thanks, Deb.
Thanks, Debbie. Just to finish, it's an awesome experience to come up here and be with you guys, and an awesome experience to come up here and listen to Jerry. And it's probably been 3 times now that we've come up here to listen to Jerry, and it's been Dick and I sitting here for a while. And hopefully Jerry will come around and be with us later, or be with us in the morning. In the meantime, let's go around the room and have you identify yourself and what group you're from, and just share real shortly what Dick said, what brought you here, and what you hope to get from this weekend, and share a couple of words with us. And why don't we start right beside Debbie with Annie.
Hi. I think this is probably the 4th year or 5th year that I've come up here, and the thing that I like about it most probably is making reconnections with people, seeing people that I haven't seen in a long time, and then more importantly is being able to see people that making connections for the first time. And just to what Dickie was saying, in terms of the fellowship and how important that is, and that's what I look forward to. It's a nice booster shot for me, to just be with everybody, to hear, Jerry, and that's what I'm looking for.
Thanks, Annie. Gerard?
I'm John. I'm an alcoholic.
Hi, John.
It's my home group's out of Providence. So I just came here kind of to recharge the batteries. I came here the year before, not last year, the year before, and it was a real good fellowship. So it's good to see some friends I haven't seen in a while, and just kind of get the weekend with the spirit a little bit, and just get the batteries charged and get back into life, Thanks.
I'm Patty, an alcoholic.
Hi, Patty.
And my Big Book meeting is Monday night Bellingham and Thursday night Franklin. That's what got me up here. And what I want to get out of this meeting is to get back on the path of what's really important. I'm starting to go into the material area again, and I know that takes me down a bad road. So I want to get recharged, as you said, get refocused, and the prayer I keep saying in my head is a set-aside prayer. And that's what I need, because I think I can outsmart this disease, and I can't. So I need to put everything aside and have a different experience. So thanks.
My name is Cindy. I'm an alcoholic.
Cindy.
My Big Book meeting is Thursdays in Franklin. This is my first time up here. Janet has been gently pressuring me for, 10 plus years to come, and I'm very excited. I'm looking forward to meeting new people and bonding with those that I know, and hear new things. Thanks.
Thanks,
Cindy.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mary. I'm an alcoholic.
Hi, Mary.
And I'm here because I was asked to be a roommate with somebody, Cindy. But this is my 4th year here, and I really enjoy coming because I kind of use it as a gauge of progress and where I'm at. And it's funny, when I look at the first year I was here, I was struggling so hard. And when I came up, I wanted just to run away from all my problems that I had created. And now I look at it as a real freedom, and I love this weekend because I get to make those reconnections, and it's so very important to me. But I can also gauge, my progress, which I always try and do. That's it. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Cheryl. I'm an alcoholic.
Hi, Cheryl.
And I'm here because Janice bugged me for years to come too. And my home group that I go to regularly actually is in Holliston, although my home is in Franklin. Home group. And I'm here because, let's see, why am I here other than Janice bugging me? I'm here because I'm kind of stuck. And I've been through the book. I love the book and I love AA, but I have not formed the relationships that I need to form for that fellowship. And I really have come to recognize that lately, and recognize that with isolation comes all the sickness of alcoholism, even without the drinking. So I'm here, as Dickie said, I guess, for a new experience.
Hi, I'm Janice, and I'm an alcoholic. And I don't really bug people that much, do I? Maybe I do. Because I get so excited, and I'm so passionate about Alcoholics Anonymous in general, but in particular about this family that I've become a part of. And it's an experience that I can't describe. It's like sitting down with a newcomer and telling them that they can get better and things will get better and they will have some clarity of thought and all those things. And they kind of look at you like, no, that couldn't possibly happen for me. When you try to explain to someone what this feels like, the friendships and the acceptance and the tremendous amount of just spiritual generosity that we experience when we're here, I get very passionate about it, very excited about it, and so I do push a little because I enjoy it. I enjoy it so much, and I want the women that I have come to know and to love to have that experience as well. Thanks.
Steve, I'm an alcoholic. Weymouth Monday night. And 23 years in the program, nowhere near that time sober. 23 years without solution. Then I heard the truth up in New Hampshire. And was introduced to Malcom. And I guess I had to go through what I went through to hear what I absolutely believe to be the truth for people like me. And so I'm in the process and just very, very happy to be here.
Thanks, Steve.
I'm Adriana. I'm an alcoholic.
Hi, Adriana.
I go to the Saxonville Big Book meeting. I'm here because I don't know if I know exactly why I'm here. I know a lot of people who have come here and said how amazing it is, and I'm just really open to growing spiritually and just growing any way I can. So I'm just here to listen and learn and just have a good time.
Thanks, Adriana.
My name is Tim. I'm an alcoholic. Wednesday night, Framingham, Saxonville, Big Book. I just talking about Jerry and one person starting all this is really powerful for me, and I just think that's amazing. I just here to grow, and if someone has what you want, do what they do. Like Kathy and Paul and Kelly and Malcolm. You guys are all integral parts of my recovery. So you guys are here. I want what you have. I'm here. And that connectedness and awareness is a lot of what God is to me today. And I just had no idea what was important before, and just finding out that I know a little bit now, and there's so much more to go is really cool. I just want to. It's important for me to stay open, and that's why I'm here. I don't know what to expect, but that's good, And I'm just here to learn. That's all. Thanks.
Thanks, Tim.
My name is Peter. I'm an alcoholic. And my home group is in Ireland, and it's my first time in America, so it's definitely, thanks very much.
He gets the furthest distance travel award.
So it's definitely a new experience, you know, and it's good to be here, like, you know, and it's just to bring something home, to earn, you know, just recovery and things, like, so that's why I'm here. So.
Thanks, Peter. That to Kevin.
Hi, I'm Kevin. I'm an alcoholic. I'm relatively new at this, but you know, I tried to do 90 meetings in 90 days and found Dick at the end of that and said it's not the meetings. And I was lucky to find Thursday Night Franklin too, and there's great people, and I'm just trying to learn, and they said here's a chance to learn, so that's why I'm here.
Hi, I'm Nancy, alcoholic. This is my third year here, and I know how I feel when I leave here. And you know, those people at work started being the same people they used to be. So it was time to come.
Nancy, you ran out of gas too, right?
I had emailed Cindy that I listened to 3 of Chris's sermons and wanted to still rip their faces off. So here I am.
Hi, I'm Kathy. I'm an alcoholic.
Hi, Kathy.
And I'm from the Wednesday night Saxonville meeting and the Friday night meeting in Wayland. And this is my 7th time here. And it's funny you mentioned the set-aside prayer. I was doing that when we did the moment of silence, just trying to put aside everything I think I know about the big book and the steps, and other times that I've been here and have a new experience. And I just love the whole thing. There's people that I only see here, and I really like seeing them. And you know, Billy loved coming. I have to say, the first couple of times I came, I felt a little like on the outside and intimidated, but he loved it right from the get-go, and would like drag me every year, and eventually I just kind of felt a part of it. And now I couldn't imagine not coming. None of my usual crew could come this year, but I didn't even consider not coming, and I just love the whole thing, like the ride up, the ride back. You know, we listened to some CDs in the car. Just the whole experience of being here is great. I love it. So that's it.
Maybe we can go over their heads.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Ed. Alcoholic, drug addict. And I'm from Framingham as well. I go to the Friday Night Wayland group. But I'm here to continue to work on my spiritual condition. I'm not that well. Trying to get better. And I need to work on it constantly. And I find that for me it's a daily reprieve and also a daily struggle to stay on the beam. And I continue to try. Thanks. God bless.
Hi, I'm Nicole. I'm an alcoholic. This is my first year here. I'm really excited. I go to Wednesday night. I've also gone to Thursday Franklin. Just here for a new experience, hopefully to grow spiritually, hear some new things, hear some new people. Thank you.
Thanks, Nicole.
I'm Paul. I'm an alcoholic member. Hey, everybody.
Hi, Paul.
Member of the Wednesday night Saxonville group, and my second year here. My anniversary date actually falls. I got my 1 year coin here last year, and it was funny listening to you. My experience in listening to you, Dick, about having a new experience. I don't call it a pink cloud, but Kathy's late husband was my sponsor, and the experience I had was just unbelievable. The Design for Living came in my life. My life's changed. I've been a chronic relapser. I came in at 46 years old, and I've been able to stay sober. It's amazing. And some of that stuff that you were talking about, all of a sudden the people are starting to act the same way again, and that stuff. So I've learned a lot from the group, and I know that it always comes back to me, so I'm trying to have a new experience. Thank you.
I'm Gabriel, alcoholic.
Hi, Gabriel.
First-time buyer myself. I saw a New York license plate out there, so go Pats.
2008, there was a lot of you that said
I know. I let go. I I let go of that resentment. But anyway, it's good to be here. I'm here because I just want to stay in the middle of things. You know, I have a short attention span. I can get attracted by other things, so I want to stay in the middle, and so I'm looking for a new experience. Thanks.
Thanks, Gabriel.
Hi, I'm Tom. I'm an alcoholic.
Hi, Tom.
And I'm a member of the Thursday night Big Book Step Study meeting, Discover the Truth in Framingham. And the reason why I came was last month, Gabe and my wife and I went to dinner with Gabe and his wife, and he had asked me if I was interested in going to a retreat. I thought he said sometime in March or April. So when he said called me a couple of weeks or emailed me a couple of weeks ago and said it was in a couple of weeks, I was like, all right, good excuse to back out. And but I've never been to the Wilson House, and we always talk about spending more time together. So it was a really good opportunity to be with with fellow AAers and with a friend. And I always find that doing these types of getting these opportunities to have these experiences are always wonderful. And I've learned that a long time ago in AA. Thanks.
Thanks, Tom.
My name is Brenda, and I am an alcoholic. This is my first time here also. I am a member of the Sunday night Big Book at the Ark in Marlborough. Let's see, I guess I'm a real alcoholic. I thought just putting down the drink would solve all my problems. And at 7 years of misery, sober misery, somebody showed me that there was a solution. And I will be forever grateful for that. But with all of, with that come the rewards of getting all that good stuff back and, helping others. And I'm here to recharge my battery. When this was brought to my attention by my husband, I jumped at it. And because you tend to forget about you. So I'm really grateful to be here.
Thank you. My name's Fish. I'm an alcoholic. Hi, Fish. I'm here because Janice would not let me not come. I'm from Dick's living room Monday night. And I'm here because I could not drink. And I couldn't stay out of prison. And I came to Alcoholics Anonymous 10 years ago. And I haven't been arrested since. And I have a life, and I have a wonderful wife, and I have a home. And in that 7 years, she went through that process that y'all talk about. And I watched her change, and I watched her blossom, and I watched my life get better tenfold as a result of that. And it was a wonderful experience. And Matt convinced me to go to Dickie's house one Monday night, and I loved my life the night I went there. I loved my life. My life is wonderful. And it can only get better, I guess. I'm here because I like what I see in that room on Monday night. And I like what I see in my home. And I want to be exposed to that type of stuff. And I can't get that at work. I can't get it on the streets. I can't get it anywhere else but here. So, and it's a reason to get away from the kids.
Thank you.
I'm Bob, an alcoholic.
Hi, Bob.
Member of a living room big book meeting in the Mooseheads in Cumberland, Rhode Island. I'm here because I'm to visit some friends again and to be in the midst of love and action.
Thanks, Bob.
Hi, I'm Michelle, alcoholic and an addict.
Hi, Michelle.
And I grew up in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Go Pat. I'm here. This is my first time this year. I've experienced gratitude in this gift in the most appreciative way. I came in here with a higher spirit, and I was blessed with that. So I've been able to stay since I got sober. I've gone through some very difficult times in the past 5 years, And I've gotten through them with my higher spirit first and most, and the Fellowship of Alcoholics Anonymous and the friends that I've met here. And I have just experienced growing up a whole lot. And I'm at peace. And I'm in the place of serenity. And I feel real good. And I'm here to share how wonderful this fellowship has been for me. And one of the most important things that I heard when I came in was learn to listen and listen to learn. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Robert. I'm an alcoholic. I am part of the Franklin Thursday night Big Book, but I started over at Holliston Sunday night. I was going there for 5 years. I was sober, but I wasn't feeling good inside. I didn't have that peace that I wanted, and we went on a commitment one night, and Chris actually heard my story over there. He heard my story talking about being irritable, restless, and discontent, and even though I'm sober, I still feel that way, and it was miserable. I hated it. I was a miserable bastard. And he gave me some tapes, and those tapes happened to be last year's session with Jerry, and I listened to them, and it just blew me away to hear the things that Jerry had to say about how he felt and his feelings and things of that nature. They really resonated with me because I felt the exact same way, and it was like, wow, that's what I want. I want that peace and that serenity that that man has. Somebody over there used the word power. It was unbelievable. And after hearing Jerry, Chris turned me on to the Thursday night, and this is my first year here, and I just want to chase that peace and serenity because I don't have it right now inside, and that's what I want more than anything. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Martha. I'm here for support. I'm here with Robert to help understand what he's going through and to go through the journey with him.
Hi, I'm Katie. I'm a member of Al-Anon. It's my first time being here as well. I belong to Al-Anon, conference-approved Al-Anon, for about 4 years. And, you know, I got to say I love the way how God works in my life because I was getting to the point of just reading and doing things and just being real stagnant in my life. I was just getting by. And someone asked me to go to a Tuesday night meeting. They said it was a really cool meeting. And I really didn't want to go. I came home from work, tired, wanted to sit on my couch. I didn't want to go. And my cell phone rang, and it was this girl that said she wanted to go to this meeting with me. And I almost didn't answer it. I came right down to that last ring when I just picked it up. And she said, "You want to go?" And I said, "Sure, I'll go." Well, going there has been a life changer for me. I met Annie, and Annie had everything I wanted, the peace, the serenity. And I'm a firm believer that God puts people in your life for a reason, and things happen for reasons. So I'm here to have a whole new experience. I'm putting everything aside that I've learned and just looking to move forward, learn new things, meet new people. I'm here. The best part of this whole weekend is I'm here with my daughter. You know, it's been a long time since I get to spend time with just her. You know, she's a mom, I'm a mom, but we get to be together for this whole weekend and enjoy this together. So this is really huge for me. So thank you.
I'm an alcoholic and an addict. My name's Megan. Well, for the next 3 days, this will be my home group. I'm coming back. I'm here because this is where God wants me to be. And I knew that I could trust in that after I heard Dick speak, because it was the first thing I heard that's made sense in a long time. So I'm very happy to be here. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Amy. I'm an alcoholic. I'm a member of the Wednesday. Big Book Workshop in Saxonville. And I'm slowly working my way through the steps with a lot of good guidance from my sponsor. And I heard a whole bunch of these people from this thing called a Big Book Workshop in Saxonville at a commitment one Sunday morning, and I said, who are they? Where did they come from? And I found that meeting and felt found, and have really started making some changes in my life. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Sue, and I'm an alcoholic. And I'm a member of the Sterling Big Book Club on Thursday night, group on Thursday nights, and the Monday Women's Step Meeting in Clinton, Mass. And I'm a friend of Amy's. That's how I happened here at the workshop. And I'm just really excited to be here. I'm looking to broaden my understanding of both AA and the spirituality that goes along with it. Thank you.
I'm Jim. I'm an alcoholic from the sober group in Elmira, New York. And I had what you two gentlemen up there were sharing about hitting that spot where you didn't know where to go and what to do. I was there at about 8 years of sobriety, and I looked around the rooms in Elmira, and I couldn't find anybody that sobriety I wanted, and I was stuck in a place that I didn't know where to go. So I prayed to my higher power to put the right people in my life, and my higher power did, and I'm here because of that. And my life has changed dramatically. I heard these tapes last year, about a week after Ron received them, and I said, Ron, I'm going there next year. Reserve me a place. And that was a year ago, and I'm glad I'm here. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I'm Chris. I'm an alcoholic.
Hey, Chris.
From near Corning, near New York. I'm not a football fan. I'm here because the more I read the Big Book, the more I complicate. I need help, and I can do that with people. I found that very well. In Corning, near Corning, I attend a couple open open discussion meetings. A step meeting, men's step meeting, meets weekly. I co-chair a big book study that lasts 15 sessions. I need more help. So I'm glad to be here. Oh, and can I have a new experience? I'm open, I'm willing. Ask me again Sunday. And welcome, Eleanor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chris.
I'm Bruce. I'm an alcoholic.
Hi, Bruce.
Well, the reason I really came up here because I'm in a hurry and I don't know why. Life passes me by. All I have to do is live and die. I should listen to Foghat. Slow down, take it easy. And I just hope coming up here I get that spiritual. I talk to a lot of people that come here and they have that, that serenity, that serene, and how good it is. My sponsor got 42 years, and he didn't know the steps when the Big Book was 28 years sober. Go figure. Who knows how. And my other sponsor, he don't know me only if I see him in person. But he's a beautiful person. He used to go to church every morning and come pick me up, take me to meeting. And his brother has 52 years, his kid brother, and he has 43. And he says, you know what God put Bruce in your life for? He's your penance. And if nothing changes, nothing changes. And coming to meetings and learning the steps, and I didn't know what the hell they were, things change. I have connections too. I got relatives up here. And Bill Wilson and me are close. Bill Wilson personally said to me, Bill Wilson talked to me a few years back. He says, I like it when you don't drink, Grampy, my grandson. And, I just wanted to come up and see the house. I'd never been here. Always said I want to. Always had promises and just broke them. And I just want to have that serene, that what people got, It sucks seeing people happy. Like the guy that came in this program, I met him 15 years ago in a meeting, and someone spilled coffee on me, and he went, huh, 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 Jerry. I wanted to smash the coffee in his face, because I just met him, and he was so, like, happy, and I wanted that happiness, and I didn't know how to get it. But I'm trying now, and hopefully it works, but if nothing changes, nothing changes. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. I'm Dana. I am an alcoholic. And I'm here because Janice pressured me to. No, no. Janice is my wife, by the way, so I could say that. You know, and I need to be around people who think like me. You know, and all my friends and all my family and people that saved my life, you know, are in this room. And I couldn't be any other place in here this weekend, that's for sure. Thanks.
Hi, my name's Tony. I'm an alcoholic. I've been coming here, is it my 4th year, and I go to all the groups. And I was told, show up, be honest, pay attention, and let the outcome come. It's phenomenal. And if you want to know what spirituality is, this is it right here. You're feeling it in the room. Thank you.
Thanks, Tony. Hi, I'm Kelly. I'm an alcoholic. I'm here because of the people that come here, the people that I just get so much from, that I learn from. I'm also here for the people that aren't here, the people that we've lost over the year, the people that were here that have gone back out. They're fresh in my mind, the people who had seats here last year. So I'm sitting here particularly grateful that I get to sit in this firehouse in East Dorset, Vermont on this Friday night, because I know not everybody has that choice. And I'm also here because I have an untrained mind, and I need to constantly keep it fresh, the message of the Big Book fresh, and I need to constantly train my mind to think and be the way the Big Book outlines. And so I need that reminder, and I need to keep it fresh. So that's why I'm here. Thanks.
I'm Paul. I'm an alcoholic. And let's see, this is my second trip up here. I was here 2 years ago. And last year I circumvented the globe with going all over the country. In any event, this year I'm here, and as some of you are aware, I've been going through an awful lot of things that are completely out of my control, and it's somewhat left me mentally and spiritually and whatever else bankrupt. And you know, I'm looking to recharge my batteries. I'm feeling awfully stuck, and I need to, you know, refocus, reset, and then head back out. You know what I mean? So that's kind of why I'm here. Thanks.
No? Hi, Mary.
Hi, Mary.
Good evening. My name is Mary, and I'm here to support my boyfriend.
Hi, I'm Debbie. I'm here too to support. I was asked to come, so I came. I'm looking for the experience of spirituality. Tony said it was great stuff, so I'm hoping his word is true. After spending many times with Dick and Deb, I think his experience is true. I'm going to find what I'm looking for. I feel quite serene. I belonged to Al-Anon for many years. I've read the book a couple times, that Big Book of yours, and I wanted to see what Bill Wilson, where he actually walked in the streets and saw the house. It was kind of nice to come up and see that. And I just want to experience it. And also I like to escape my 7-year-old.
Man alcoholic. Grateful to be here. Part of the Dick's Monday Night Living Room group and others, and just looking for a good weekend away, a nice retreat, a spiritual retreat, charge my batteries, see some familiar faces, and just get real connected again. And we had a great ride up. Looking forward to a few good days of good AA, and with good friends, and probably some new friends. And I don't know, just grateful for the opportunity to be here.
Hi, I'm Jim. I'm an alcoholic. You pretty much told my story as far as, I came in 1990, and since then I had a couple of stretches of 7 years of sobriety, but both times the outside get better and better, and the inside get worse and worse, till I couldn't take the pain anymore, and I didn't have anybody to tell me there was a way out, so I picked up a drink. And I'm very fortunate to have come back twice, but this time I heard the message that there's a way out, and I want what you guys have, so that's what I'm here for. So don't forget to give it to me before you go.
I have to drive with him.
You might already have.
My name's Chris. I'm alcoholic. I'm here because Janice won't make Robert give me back my CDs. I came here last year and heard a story and met a man that I didn't believe what I was hearing and what he was saying, and he's such a unique individual. I didn't believe that I could have what he had. And I am part of Dick's Monday night living room group, and I'm here this week because I'm so grateful that I wanted to thank him. I wanted to thank him because my life has changed dramatically since doing the work. And I just really wanted to thank him for working with the people that he's worked with, because they've all continued to work with more people, and we're getting the message, and lives are changing. So, thank you.
Hi, Gerard, alcoholic. On the way up here, we saw a bunch of shanties on the ice, and of the three people in the car, one of them said, "Boy, that just screams a place to go get drunk for this weekend." And another one said, "I bet that's a place to have a spiritual experience." And then all three of us noticed that one of them had crashed through the ice. I need to know which one I am. I think I know, but I need to check in. Was in a very different place this year than I was last year, and want a firm foothold as I step out and continue to take this elsewhere. I don't know where that's going to be, but it'll be an experience getting there.
Jamin, alcoholic.
Hey, Jamin.
My third time here, but the first time clean and sober. Grateful to be here. It just so happens that, by the grace of God, I'm going to be, at 30 days up here, and I'm lucky enough to be a part of Dick's Monday night group. Happy to be here.
I'm Jessie. I'm Jamin's girlfriend, and that's why I'm crying now. I'm an Al-Anon, and I belong to Tuesday Night in Westboro, and this is my 4th year up here. And there's every single time I come up here, I just feel like I'm with my family. Like, I just feel like at home when I'm here. So thank you all for giving me that experience, and I'm very grateful that my father's been sober for 20 years and that he brought this program into our lives, and I'm just here to get recharged. I've kind of been in a slump, so thank you.
Hi, my name is Debbie. I'm an alcoholic. I go to the Franklin Thursday night meeting, and this is my 3rd time up here. And again, it's Dick. I mean, he's the one that, the first person I met in the meeting, and after the first meeting, he told me that I was going to be thankful someday to be an alcoholic. And I looked at him and said, I think you're out of your mind. I don't know what you're talking about. And I can say that I am thankful, because all the people here, well, some people I don't know, but all the people, they're like a second family to me. So my life just keeps getting better and better, and I just want to meet some more people and keep that growing. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Cheryl. My son's an alcoholic and just admitted it like a month ago. And I've been going to Al-Anon for 2 weeks, and I'm here to support my sister and also my son, who wouldn't come with us, but I'm here to just get the experience.
Hi, I'm Bob. Cheryl told our story, so I'm here to support Deb, Cheryl, and hope to learn more about the disease of alcoholism. Thank you.
My name is Tony, and I'm an alcoholic, and I'm here to support my husband, and I'm here because Janice made me come, and the people at work are doing the crazy shit again. I'm also here to recharge my battery, and I was invited by my husband, who has invited me every year. I'm grateful that he wants me around. But when we came through the door, Malcom was talking. And Malcom was talking about all those feelings, of being an alcoholic. The rage, the anger, the resentments, everybody pissing you off. And Dick talked about, having time and wanting to commit suicide, being so sick. And my home group is every group that I sit my butt in. Every meeting I attend that I sit my butt in is my home, because I'm a real alcoholic, and I understand being sober and being crazy, and I understand the irritability and thoughts of suicide because my disease is untreated. When I met Jerry, Danny had been going to the Big Book meeting at this guy John's house, and I had just picked up after 3.5 years, and I thought, the people in the halls were all a bunch of frauds and you're fake and I can't stand you. Because I was suffering because I was just dry. And you heard a real alcoholic, even though you put down the drink, we get worse. And I was worse, and I didn't want anything to do with it. And when I heard Jerry, I finally went because I thought Danny was checking out some girl at the meeting. I had to go check it out. I heard Jerry talking, and what he was saying, I guess, had that depth and that weight, and I couldn't believe it, and I cried, and I cried. Every time we went to the meeting and every time I was around Jerry, I just cried. When I heard, I'll be grateful that I'm an alcoholic, I didn't understand that either until you just said it. And I am grateful. And I'm grateful I'm an alcoholic with a solution. If I didn't have a solution, I wouldn't be grateful. But because, I don't know if we learn about this disease as we go along because it's so cunning and baffling. If even me as an alcoholic who has been sober for quite some time on this journey, in this process, when the disease slaps me upside my head, I'm like spinning. I'm spinning because it's yuck. It's a yuck disease. I guess I want to say that I'm grateful. I am grateful that I'm an alcoholic because I have a chance to live differently. I have a chance to have a different perspective on a lot of things, about life, about God. And that's huge. The people at work, they don't need a new perspective. I do. I do. Because I'll rip their faces off, Nancy. I'll be in trouble. But I didn't get a list of how to live life. I don't think any of us did, But in here, we do. We have a list on how to live life. We're so lucky. And I'm grateful to all of you, and I miss you all. I love you, Janice.
Hi, my name is Rich, and I am an alcoholic. I'm grateful to be here. This is my third year. A few months ago, I wasn't sure I was going to make it this year, but I'm glad I'm here. It was a year with a lot of ups and downs, but I try to keep in mind, as someone told me, was if we all put our problems in a pile, you'd probably take yours back. So working through it, focusing on keeping it simple today, hitting my knees, calling my sponsors. I got a few of them because I'm sick puppy, and I need a lot of help. And keeping it simple is important for me right now, but I know this weekend always helps me bring it to the next level, so that's why I'm here. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Alicia, alcoholic addict. This year's been a really terrible year, but I'm trying to get back in the program. I'm going to meetings, but I'm standing up because I need people in the program to be in my life. I have a few people I call, but I just need more people. So, and when I saw your email, this is my 3rd year, I was like, oh, there's hope. Because this is like a refresher. This is great. It's just been a really tough year. But I'm just standing up right now and saying, you know, I need numbers, I need people. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Michelle. I'm here this weekend to support my husband. This is my 1st year here, and what I hope to get out of this weekend is a better understanding, because I'm having a hard time understanding.
Thanks, Michelle. Alcoholic addict Sean, Franklin, Thursday night. I'm always open to new experience, like it says in the front of my book in that blank page. Danny had me write it down. And, I'm here to grow spiritually every day. And, you know what? I'm also here because I have to stay sober. I have to stay on the beam because, you know what? There's people that come into the meetings, and don't take this the wrong way. There's a lot of older people, but there's young kids that come in here, and what they're using today, alcohol is just as bad, but they don't have another shot if they go back out there. So, you know what I mean? If you see them, grab them. If you see anybody, grab them. That's new. Because nowadays, people don't have another chance. They got, you get them in there, they're struggling, you grab that person. Thank you.
Hi, Sean. I'm an alcoholic. My name's Danny. And the questions that Dick asked, what am I here for? I don't have any expectations of this weekend, and that's something that my sponsor drilled into my head, that if I have an expectation, I'm going to have any resentment, and the other question was, can I have a new experience? And I absolutely know 100% I can have a new experience. You know what I mean? I have faith in that, because every time I have a new experience, every time I'm with this group of people, a group of people like this, that I have a new experience, and as long as I'm on this path, but this is today's my mother's birthday, right? And I'm from a Cape Verdean family, and really tight family, and I'm here today, right? And that speaks volumes. That speaks volumes because this is my family. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm here tonight. This is my family. I don't even know all of you, but I have a huge family anyway, so I don't know half of my cousins. So you're just a bunch of new cousins. You know what I mean? And like Dick and Malcolm and Bob and my big brothers and my little brothers like Sean and Mike and my big brother Ron here. I'm really here for the spaghetti and meatballs. You know what I mean? But anyhow, I'm just here to be with my family. And what happens. I mean, you know how it is when you're with family. You never know. So it's all good. And that's it, man. That's it. And I'll pass the microphone. And I'm just like, I am just so grateful. You know what I mean? I'm just so grateful because I'm so blessed. You know what I mean? This is such a blessing. It's such a blessing to be here. You know what I mean? A guy like me doesn't deserve to be here. You know what I mean? If I got what I deserved, forget about it. But I'm here, and I get to be part of this deal. You know what I mean? I get to be part of this deal. I got to visit this young man's country last year with Dick and Deb, and it's just amazing. And that's all as a result of I'm coming on this journey and taking action and just living this way of life. because the way I lived, I came here and absolutely did not know how to live. I had no clue. I thought I did. I knew every goddamn thing. And then what I found out is that I know nothing. And I know less today than I knew when I got here. You know, and I find that's better. It's easier. You know, I don't have to know everything. All I had to do is show up. You know, and I get blessed. You know, and thank all of you for being here.
My name's Bart, and I'm an alcoholic. Missed the beginning, but I heard one of the questions, why am I here? My sponsor suggested it, and came up from Norton, Mass., and I'm also here to meet new people and gain more knowledge about my disease. Thanks.
Mike, alcoholic. So why am I here, and what do I have expectations, or is that the? Oh, where am I from? I'm here mostly because I came a couple years ago, and I really hadn't taken any action yet. And I finally took some action, and something is different. So I'm here for the experience. I'm here to have a new experience, because the last time I just couldn't follow. So I'm really looking forward to just whatever happens. I'm from Massachusetts. I'm from Attleboro. And I'm excited. I don't know that I have necessarily expectations, because my sponsor also has told me to watch my expectations, or not to really have any. And I think the beautiful thing that's occurred for me is that when people would tell me to live in the moment, I didn't know what they were talking about. And I think that's like the greatest gift that I've gotten now, is that I can understand with just being. Like it's okay. It's just okay. So thanks.
Let me share with you all that it is awesome getting. Sure, Ron.
Yeah,
oh,
I'm
yeah,
Ron.
we forgot about Ron.
I'm Ron, and I'm an alcoholic. And I'm here because Malcolm has Janus's disease. It was about 10.5 years ago. There's a group of us, not quite this big. They get together in October up here, and we've been doing that for about 16 years, and we always show up. And Malcolm became part of that group, showed up one year, and he said, you ought to come up to our big book workshop. I said, nah, Malcolm, it's 4.5 hours away. Well, you really should. So the next year in October, Ron, you really ought to come up to that big book workshop. I said, Malcolm, it's middle of winter, roads are bad, just a good alcoholic, I was making the excuses. And on the way home, thanks to my wife, Gloria, who's a lot like Janice, she said, you really ought to give that some thought. She said, that might be good for you. I was a little perturbed because, inventory taking you're not supposed to take, but